I'm here with Maestro Dirk Meyer, and he invited me down to his home to discuss the use of
the Wii
this.
controller.
And we've come up with some, with testing it, and he's tried it, and we've come up with some important changes in the approach.
Wii-mote conductor test.
The number of beats that you're actually hitting, and based on the number of beats, that will be what we trigger all the audio files from.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now it's
Yeah, I
working.
think you're getting the hang of it now.
Now it's working good. Yeah. Yep. All right.
Cool.
Setting in the middle is going to be the one that we need, around 60 or so, bro. The sensitivity. Good.
Yay! Good job, Mark.
Perfect. Awesome.
Wow. 600 BPM.
So, in other words, how this is going to work is this is going to beat. You're going to go on the count here, right? Okay, I get it. And so, that's makes this whole thing just so much more complicated for me.
I know.
I actually have to think about
Well,
what I'm going to beat and do it every time.
but I can help with that
Yeah.
by making graphics
Making a notation
that that are
accordingly.
really easy to see.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking?
We're not
I was thinking of
going to use the Wii to produce a beat from change in acceleration and that sort of thing. We're still going to use the Wii, but instead, what would you say? Just because it's just more controllable and less complex, right? To be able to use the. You want to explain what you want to do?
Yes, I thought that the original idea to have the Wii record all the clicks of my beat. At first, it looked absolutely stunning and great, but then when you look at the score, when we listened to the piece and we looked at the score, I started to think about, okay, well, what beat numbers would you actually need for all these events? And it changes so much. And then as you go along, the numbers get very, very high, of course. And also, it's, as we were playing around with this earlier on, it's kind of difficult to really control 100% if this is one beat or, is there another thing in there? Is it two beats? And to really hit exactly the right number of clicks in the score to have the electronic event sound at the same time as the downbeat with the orchestra just seems very, very challenging.
So,
Very challenging.
to be more solid,
to be more
to
solid,
to be more precise, and to
Right.
be less worried.
exactly.
He's simply going to be clicking this, what we call the B button. There's an A and a B in the back. He's going to be putting this in his left hand,
Yeah.
and the score will say when the events happen, and he's simply going to make the events happen
with
a switch.
With a
Not
switch.
true. Because when he's doing a big preparation, sometimes the movement is down, up, and then the event, right? And that's 3 clicks right there.
Right.
Since some of the lesser preparations that are not as big might only take 1. So just that alone made it too worrisome that we'd have an event getting off. And once an event gets off, he's going to have to, even if we have it up on the screen that he's -1 or +1, he sees that, he's got an orchestra to conduct. In the meantime of figuring out how to fix it, it's just too much.
Right, it seemed a little complicated too.
Yeah.
When you see, let's say, your choreography didn't work out 100%, and you did this instead of this, and maybe there was another beat in there,
Yeah.
and then you would have to see, oh no, now
How
I'm
do
at
I fix this? Oh wait, there's the clarinets.
349 and not 350, so
Right.
I have to put the minus button, and that seems a little complicated. So, and I think the added bonus of this is that I can actually use my right hand with my regular baton, and Keith, you were concerned about the musicality, and so to make that happen, I can use my baton that I always do, and show things with my right hand, while my left hand is basically just reserved now at this point to, start the event.
Right, and if you do mirror,
And if I do mirror, we can even use
That
the
data
speed or the data that comes out of the Wii
for Nathan.
for the video
For the video
or
wall.
whatever
Mhm.
happens. So it is still possible to use all this stuff that you guys have created in this. It will be just much easier because I don't have to be worried about the actual number of clicks, and I can just say event go.
We're going for practicality here.
Yeah.
That's what we need, some practicality.
Well,
with
you
all
want
this
it. You
stuff.
want it to be as easy as can be.
Yeah. Foolproof. There's enough things in technology that can trip you up, and we experience that every day.
Yeah.
Of when it doesn't exactly work the way you're planning on it. So the less variables, the better, because Murphy's law
Right.
is there.
It will go.
Well, Dirk, thanks a lot.
Thanks,
it's great,
Brian.
great input.
It's a fascinating project. I can't wait to see how it all comes
It all
together.
comes together.
Yeah.